channel, it's your girl Lou, Shawty in the cut, Lou, Shawty in the cut, hey. But welcome back for another round of Medicine Mondays, and today I have a special guest with me today.
Hi guys, my name is IBK.
In today's video we're basically going to be doing like a little chit chat Q&A with IBK for him to tell you guys his story and how he got into medicine, because I personally feel like it's inspirational. If I knew he got in the way he did, boy, baby, I might have chose his route. I just might have chose his route. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So I know you probably get asked this question a lot of the time, and I'm going to be cliche and do it because they need to know some context. So why medicine?
So why medicine? I think it all started off when I was quite young, because I was going to the hospital quite regularly. So just for appointments, nothing too serious, just for appointments. And I felt like I liked the hospital environment. I liked seeing how staff were busy. I liked seeing, the nurses approaching patients, talking to patients, giving them medications, and also the doctor as well, speaking to. I liked having conversations with doctors.
So like a sociable person.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and then obviously when I now got into year 8, I was good at science. I found out I was actually good at science. I mean, biology, chemistry, I was getting high grades in my exams. And then from there, I just thought, you know what, I'm good at science. I also like the hospital environment. Wanted one too, so I just thought, you know what, let me go into medicine.
I like science, I like talking. I had like a similar thing. I was like, science is good and I like talking. Yeah. And I felt like you can't prepare something like this behind the desk, so I thought medicine. That's it. Precisely. What was your journey into medicine?
My journey to medicine, it was a long, crazy one, I'll be honest with you. So I'll make it quite brief. But essentially, when I was in year 10, I had an opening day with sixth form that I wanted to go to, and they were called Coopers. They were like a high, good quality sixth form, and I really wanted to get into it, and my mum was pressuring me like, oh, you need to get into this. So essentially I started, revising, studying for my GCSEs every single day. But then it just got to one point where I became so lazy. I didn't study, I didn't revise.
That is mad. Carry on.
And then results day came and I wasn't happy. I was not happy at all. GCSE results day, my highest grade was a B. No A's, no A stars. And I wanted to get into a really, really top sixth form like that without not even one A. So it was like, that was out of the picture. I had this other college that I also applied to called Havering. And the thing is with Havering, they were going to give me like the best opportunity. They literally said, do 1 year of GCSEs, try to get all A's and A stars, and then essentially you could switch to Coopers. Or you could essentially just stay here and do A-level maths, chemistry and biology, the 3 standard A-levels to get into medicine. And I said no. And my reason why was because I was going to do 3 years. 3 years. And my reason at that time, like my logic at that time, was people who did 3 years in college were stupid.
Hey.
So I was like, I'm not trying to tell my friends that I do 3 years in college, but guys, looking back at it, I wish I did it. I wish I actually took on their idea of, doing 3 years in college. And then obviously now not taking that, I went to CVIC where I actually studied and did a BTEC. But with that, they told me that if you do 2 years of BTEC, you can go to university, do 1 year of biomed and then transfer into medicine. Now that excited me a lot more. But if you now think about it, that's 3 years anyway. Because 2 years BTEC and then 1 year biomed, it still adds up. My main point at the time was I wasn't trying to, tell people I'm doing 3 years in college, whatever, but that really doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter at all.
I feel like with situations like that, there's always like, as you said, a stigma around doing 3 years in like college, because I had the same thing. For me, the stigma was just going to college in general. Yeah. So like in my household, it's like, you're not going to college, you're going to a sixth form, you're going to do A-levels, and you're going to go into med. There's a certain route that like your parents kind of had already laid out for you, and when you come with your 3 years or you come with wanting to go to college, they just look at you like you're crazy.
You're
do you know what I mean?
Honestly.
So I get it, but I feel like nowadays in the society we live in, it's turned into a culture now that people just go to college, people do BTECs, and BTECs are more respected and accepted now more than ever. Yeah. Because back in the day, if you said you did BTEC, everyone was just... Do you know what I mean? Everybody has something to say, and it was so annoying. It was literally like, why? But
once they came, because with BTEC, essentially you're just going to know what you've already got. Like, you know, you get given your results after each assignment. So I already knew I did well. But results day came and I applied to Sussex University, Bath, Reading, East Anglia and Surrey. Those are the 5 original unis that I applied to for biomed. And then I accepted Sussex as my firm. But on results day, I thought, you know what? I want to get into a uni who has, you know, the 1-year transfer. So what I did on results day, bearing in mind, I denied my firm on results day. So bearing in mind, we have 1 month till uni starts. I denied my firm and I was like, I'm going to look for a uni that has it easier for me to transfer after 1 year biomed into medicine. Oh,
okay. So were you gonna originally do 3 years of biomed and then do postgrad medicine? Because you said you applied to five unis, but all for biomed, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that was the plan at first. So literally, me and my friend, we went back to his place on results day and we started calling up all the unis in the country that did medicine and biomed. And all we kept on hearing was, unfortunately, unfortunately, unfortunately. You know what it is, yeah?
Clearing and their unfortunately is not what you need. Like, you're stressed out and all you're hearing is unfortunately, unfortunately. They make you literally feel like you failed, but you actually haven't failed.
Precisely. So then it just got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do the standard 3-year and then postgrad med. So I was thinking, let me just apply to COV. That's where all my boys were going. Let me apply to COV, live my best life essentially. I'll do medicine afterwards. But then when I told my mum this, I was like, you know what, mum, I'm giving up. I'm just gonna do 3 years and then transfer to medicine afterwards. She was like, no, just keep looking. I was like, mum, I've called every single uni in the country. Until that night, yeah, I came across University of Plymouth. I was like, I cannot believe my eyes. I was like, huh? What is Plymouth?
I can't even lie to you. Plymouth just springs up in you unexpectedly.
Honestly, it did.
Because no one knows where Plymouth is. I didn't even know it was a city. I didn't even know it was a uni. Like, I couldn't tell you where it was. So how you're explaining how you found it randomly is the exact same way I found it randomly. No,
I actually said, what is a Plymouth? I was like, I said, what is a Plymouth?
What is a Plymouth?
I looked into it and I saw that they did medicine, also biomed as well. And they said, you can also transfer into medicine after 1 year biomed. And best of all, the next day, so I called them up saying, I explained my situation, saying I did a BTEC, I didn't do A-levels. And they said to me, yeah, we can accept you with a BTEC. Just do 1 year biomed, get 70% overall on your first year, and then you transfer. And I basically thought the heavens came down to me and answered all my prayers. Now, guys, I kept on, like, literally just to confirm this, I said, like, I called them every day and saying to them, are you sure that this offers, you know, it's still available? Like, are you sure I'll be able to transfer? Because I was thinking, transferring into medicine with a BTEC, I've never heard that in my entire life.
I've never heard it either. I didn't even know you could get into med with BTECs. This is what I'm saying, guys.
So I was calling them every day just to make sure. Now, a week before university starts, I received a call in the morning and they said, is this Ibukan Taiwo? And I said, yeah. And they said, we're so sorry to tell you, but unfortunately, because you did a BTEC, we can't accept you, like, we can't accept the first year transfer for you. And I said to them, so what have I been saying to you for the past how many days? And you're telling me a week before uni starts? I mean, there's no going back to Coventry. Like, I've denied them on, what's the thing called, UCAS. I've already denied them, so there's no going back to them. So I was like, you know what, I just have to go to Plymouth. Guys, make sure, whenever they want to confirm anything to you, make sure you get them to send it to you on email, so you have proof.
A verbal agreement does not hold up anywhere. So if you have an email, there's physical proof of what X, Y, and Z said. So if you want to take it up further or take it to someone else, you can.
Precisely. I wish I got them to write it to me through email. So literally, we got to the part where it was just me and her in the room, we were speaking, and she said to me, hold on, there is actually a program, there is a foundation program opening up next year. And I said, okay, like, let's keep speaking sort of thing. And she was like, there is a foundation program opening up next year, would you be interested? So what she did, she got out her laptop and she said, yeah, you will be eligible. So just what you need to do is apply on UCAS as normal before the 15th of October. And obviously we'll just hope for an interview. But I went out of the room with laughter, smiling. I called my dad, I told my dad everything. My dad got gassed himself. Literally, I finished the application within 1 day. I managed to call my teacher, my head of year from college. He gave me the best reference. I sent it off within the same day, and then I was just waiting back.
I feel like waiting is the hard part, because you have to wait for them to finally get back to you to let you know if you've got an interview, and then even after that it's like, an interview is just 1 foot in, do you know what I mean? Then you've got to pass your interview, then you've got to get the offer, and it's just, the whole process just anxious.
Trust me. Like, so I was waiting, November passed, now I'm getting towards the end of November, guys. They got back to me saying that unfortunately we can't give you an interview because you're missing 1 GCSE. Now I knew I didn't really do well for GCSEs, but I still had more than 8 GCSEs, you know.
Yeah.
And they were like, and I said, what do you mean? They were like, you need to have minimum of 5, you have 4. And I was like, no I don't, I really, really don't.
At this point, did they know you was already a student at the university, or they didn't know? They just thought you was like a new applicant?
They knew I was a student at the university. I said, you do know I'm already in university. And do you know what's the funniest bit? Biomed only allows people on for 5 GCSEs or more, so
think about it.
Biomed only accepts people with 5 or more GCSEs, so I was thinking, how does that work out? They called me back again saying, sorry, it was a mistake on our part. Here's your interview offer. And they gave me February the 27th, 2019. So since then, I spent the whole Christmas, whole January, February preparing for the interview, guys. And it was, the preparation for interview, it was like, I was preparing for it like it was a test. But you really, realistically, you shouldn't do that. You should be just free, speak your mind, don't plan what you have to say.
That's the one thing you should never do, is script out what you're gonna say into.
Nah, it doesn't work. I feel like one thing that did help me that I was doing during this period were my friends. So we would book library sessions of where they'll lay out stations for us. We'll come in, give us 5 minutes, and we'll literally pretend as if we're doing the interview, and they will score us. Obviously they're not, you know, interview experts, but they will give us their opinion of what we've done well and what we need to improve on. We did this about 6-7 times, so when it came to the interview, we were more than confident. You see what I mean? So I feel like that's probably the best advice. Practice the interview with other people as if you're actually going to do it. I don't think anything is better than that advice, I can't lie to you. So we did that, it got to our interview day. I woke up like around 3:30 AM, my interview at 8, because I just couldn't sleep. I went to sleep around like 10 and I woke up at 1. I went to sleep again and I woke up around 3. It's just the goosebumps, the excitement, the feeling of, you know, I'm doing my interview today, I need to make sure I get it right. So I finished getting ready like an hour after, and I was just waiting until daylight. So I got to the place an hour early. I was just sitting there, I was so nervous. The person who also was practicing the interview with me, she also had her interview on the same day as well. We were just sitting there, we went in. I felt like I did well in the interview. I felt like I did really, really well. Came out confident. Now waiting to hear the news back.
More waiting. All you do in this whole application process is wait and wait and wait. So annoying.
I kept waiting to the point where I just got fed up and I was like, you know what, let me treat myself. I went to Coventry to go and see my guys. And guys, best believe, on my arrival to Coventry, the night that I got there, because I was in Birmingham and I had an email notification, but I couldn't check it because I ran out of data and there was no free Wi-Fi to connect. But I knew I had an email, and I was thinking, it can't be the uni. They're not gonna email me around 8:30 PM. I saw the email, University of Plymouth Med admission, and I was thinking, why are they emailing me this late? I thought everything closed. I opened up my email and it said, thank you for, you know, taking the interview at Plymouth University. We really appreciate your time, all of that stuff that they said before. And then they go, to our biggest regret or something like that, you were 2 points off the cut-off score. I stopped reading. This was my phone. I dropped my phone and I just stood quiet. My friends were playing PS4, by the way. Like, they looked at me and like, what's wrong? I have this one particular friend, I swear, this guy can read me like a book. He said, what's wrong, once. I was like, nah, it's cool. He continued playing. 10 seconds later goes, they sent you the email, right? And I was, in my head, I was thinking, how does he know?
Is it telepathic? Raven, is that you?
He was like, they sent you an email. Tears came out of my eyes, I'll be honest with you. They stopped playing the PS4. They're like, yo, bro, like, don't worry about it. You know, you can go for it again next year. I was thinking, I'm not trying to spend forever, you know, applying to medicine. I actually got upset. Anyway, God has a better plan. May the 7th, I was at Astor House in my accommodation, and literally, I was watching a video to do with medicine, and afterwards I just called my dad and I was like, Dad, you know what, yeah, I should have actually gone into medicine first time. And then my dad was like, you know what, just pray, you know, gave me the typical parent advice, just pray.
Parents always tell you pray about everything.
Honestly, you could...
Everything.
You can cut your finger, all you could do is just put a plaster around it. Your parents will tell you pray. They'll just tell you pray. So May the 8th, I was in the library with a couple of friends, and I was typing on the computer. I was literally typing one of my assessments for biomed, and I received an email, and they were like, this was the University of Plymouth admission team. And I literally thought, what do you guys want now? Another unfortunate email. What do you guys want now? I opened the email, and they're like, so we remember you've taken an interview back on February the 27th at this time, blah, 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 and the time has risen of where we should make a few amendments. And I was like, what are they amending? I kept reading, and all I saw was, we are giving you the opportunity to study BMBS, Bachelors of Medicine, Bachelors of Surgery, foundation year at the University of Plymouth starting 2019 September. The same reaction I'm giving was the same reaction I had back then, basically. I didn't know what to say. And
they
guys
said no, and then they said yes, so you're sitting there like, what is going on? You
man, I kept reading the email over and over and over again. I thought it was a dream, but I just continuously read the email. I was just so happy. That's literally my experience of getting into medicine, and then
now we're here.
Now we're here.
After all of that, you finally here. That is crazy. But that just shows that like the application itself kind of pushes people to the point where you know who wants it more than who's just doing it for their parents. Because look how many rejections you faced, but you still kept pushing. Look at the drive and effort you put in with your revising for the MMIs, with your application process. You put in a lot of work for it because you want it. You had that thirst and drive for it, which is what essentially, that's what medical schools want. They want people who want to do it because they genuinely have an interest in the course and they genuinely want to help people at the end of the day. So essentially, what is one piece of advice that you would give someone out there that is aspiring to become a medic, who wants to be where we are right now?
So one, I feel like one most important thing is just keep on top of your studying, just making sure you're studying every day, you're, you know, keeping on top of your work, you're doing assignments and achieving your high grades, because obviously with medicine you need to get your A's, your A stars. I'll just say making sure you do study, because I feel like if I actually did that in GCSE, I wouldn't have had to go through everything I went through. Yeah,
that's why I feel like for me it was important I had IBK on my channel, just to give hope to someone out there who wants to do medicine but is being forced into a situation where they don't know if they can do it with the qualifications they have. We're always taught that to get into medicine you have to do A, all the 3 sciences, which is a wrong assumption. B, you have to do A levels and get straight in, and no one ever really comes and tells you all these different alternative routes. That's why I wanted to bring him on my channel, and I wanted you guys to hear what he's got to say, because a couple of you have messaged me asking me like different routes into medicine, and some of you have told me about your situations, and it seems similar to IBK's. You're doing BTECS and you feel like you can't get in, but the man himself, and he's got in, so just keep hope. That's the end of today's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Guys, please share. Someone out there might want to watch this video. Someone out there might be inspired by this. Make sure you hit up IBK's channel. I'll put it in the description box below. His socials will also appear somewhere on the screen. And obviously hit up my socials. Stay connected with your girl, as I always say. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Take care, guys.